There we are. I'm using my tripod. That's what it is. Using my tripod. Got my light on. I got a light on over here. I got another light if you think I need it. I'll put it on anyway. You may or may not know it. I'll put it on from behind. See if that helps. And this is kind of a little unique update on rolling roads. You know the rolling roads we use for testing engines. What I've done now is I had this for O-Gauge, but I had a problem with the pickup side. I wasn't happy with it. And so I came up with a new design, and I think it's an improvement. And in the course of doing that, I also learned there's multiple types of O-Gauge track. This is the more conventional, classic, if you will. 3 round rails and a metal tie. There's a high and a low. This is the low tie. There is a higher tie, more like the flyer stuff. But the idea is this is this track, and this is the piece that would fit on that, and then the train could roll. Now, there's no electrification here, no pickup for power, but we do have a power pickup version of the rolling road, and it snaps right on. Ah, there's a screw stuck inside there. How did that happen? That's very weird. All right, there we go. Holy cow, losing my mind. So the pickup for the O-Gauge engines is typically there's a skid between 2 wheels on the engine, and that skid would sit on this bar just like it would the center rail of the track, and then the wheels would sit out here and drive, and the other wheels would sit here, so for balance. So engine goes here and here. This is the pickup, and power is applied here, and this is how you would test the engine. I do this with bare chassis. I just put the chassis on without the body, and that way I can verify everything I'm doing as I go along. When I'm rebuilding the engine and I have the bearings in and all, I want to test the wheels, test the alignment, test the linkage for play and all, check the motor, check the smoke, check amp draw, lighting, whatever. Then I put the body on and button it all up, and then I retest it using this kind of approach. So these 4 that I've built for a friend in Ohio is for the vintage or classic. Now there is a more modern day track that's got a single beam kind of a thing, just a flat plate down the middle for pickup, and it also has plastic ties. That's how you tell the difference between the two, and that requires a slightly different configuration because it has these beams that come up in the middle. I had to change this cutout, and so it fits nice. It fits exactly the same, and the idler fits exactly the same. So you would spread these out, put the engine on. It works exactly the same, but it's designed to fit onto this shape of track. So that's the new thing that's popping out of that. Now, I haven't tested these yet, but I'm going to right in front of you. Let's see. Oh boy, this is dangerous, isn't it? What do I need? I need that, not that mode. There we go. Now I'm in what's called a beep mode or continuity test mode, and that means you get a beep when you have continuity. So, for example, this is one rail, all the same, okay, all the same. Might be a little dirt on the rail, I don't know. There's a roller and there's a roller. Isn't that cool? Now watch this. There's a roller, there's a roller. All these rollers and these 2 rails are identical. They're tied to the same. Now, we put this on. I don't know who's dirty, you or me. I think it's this contact right here. I got some little touch of sandpaper. I just get a little touch of sandpaper because I have been holding this a lot. I might have gotten something on there. Oh yeah, I can see it shining up now. Wow, it's a good thing I tested this. All right, let's try now. There we go. Now we're cooking. So this would transfer the power from the center rail up to that engine, and the other pieces would bring it up. And that's how you would get this particular piece of track to have the testing capabilities with the rollers. You would have to get this special cut, like it's arched in the middle there, as that they are to fit that. And this one is straight across, nice and flat, and it just snaps in like that. So anyway, these guys are going out to a friend. He's taking them to some kind of a show sometime, I don't know, another couple of weeks, I guess. But there's the unique features, why there are two shapes, and I don't think you can mix. I don't think. Yeah, it might. It's a little tight. It's a little tight. It would not be advisable. You should get the. If you have this track, get the angled for the piece, and if you have the vintage track, get the straight for this piece. That's how I would highly recommend you do that. And all the flyer stuff, I think, is like this. Although I don't know if there. Nah, there's no O-gauge flyer today. Okay, that's the show. It's all I wanted to get to. Redesigned the part, made it a little better to put together and easier to use. I'm going to shine all those up, make sure they're fully conductive before they sent out. That's the show, Joe. All right, back to work. Break's over.